Hi there, my name is Michael and I just finished one of my largest paintings and also one of my personal best painting as of yet, and I would love to share my painting process with you. So the painting I did is from a very iconic place in San Francisco. These old houses are called the Painted Ladies. So what I did first is to Google some images that I could use for reference for this painting. So I find a bunch of pictures that I think is suitable for the viewpoint and the layout that I want. So once I made a layout choice from the reference picture, I crop it down to the same size as my canvas. And then I stick the image onto a USB portable disk, and then I stick that into my projector, and then I project the image on my canvas so I can start sketching it up. You might say that this is some kind of cheating way to do it, but anything that would help me move along faster or more efficiently is good for me. And I could absolutely draw this freehand. I have no problem with that, and I think I have a pretty good uh, eye for perspective and so on as well. But this is easier for me, and it makes me get to the good parts faster, which is putting on the light at the ends. So I want to do the sketching and the blocking in as fast as possible. So once I sketched out the layout on my canvas from the projector, then I take it in to my studio and start blocking in. Now the blocking stage is where you fill the whole canvas with each section's base value. This is an efficient way to quickly establish your underpainting. I do the initial sketching and underpainting with acrylics and the real painting with oils. Speaking of backgrounds and areas out of focus, try to paint as if you were focused in on one area and all the rest was just your peripheral sight. So you can enhance this by painting irrelevant stuff in a big blur. That will draw the beholder's eye somewhere else because there's, in a way, nothing to see there. But the notion of something being there still remains. In the same way, you can build up your distance like that. The stuff farthest away tend to be closer and closer to the same color of your atmosphere. So a mountain in the horizon with a blue sky would just be a faint blue silhouette. Stuff in the middle ground has all the same stuff that you have on your focus point, but with more muted colors and larger and fewer shades. Never use complete black in your background, and by all means feel free to use it a lot on your focus point. But note that this is not a rule, it's a matter of taste. So my reference photo is taken sometimes in the 2000s, and all the parked cars on the street were boring Kias. So I knew I wanted to change that. First I wanted dudes in top hats and canes to stroll around, but I ran into a few problems. It would probably be hard to find too many references of guys from the 1850s taken from the side view. And did they really have cars back then? I also knew that the grassy foreground would be too boring without anything on it, so I soon honed in on the idea of a romantic couple picnicking. It would probably be hard to find a cowboy picture reference of that. Another thing is that I also was too lazy to Google how old the painted ladies are, so that would crash with the idea. So anyway, so I ended up doing all the 50s cars, but forgetting about it later and painting people from our time period. So this painting took me about 15 minutes to paint apparently. But seriously, I never spent so long on a painting before, and it seems to be longer and longer for each painting I do. So I had more than 40 hours of recorded painting, and that was probably not even 10% of the actual time I paint. So at the end of this painting, I was pretty fed up. I wanted to paint other stuff, and I had to do some work in between, which also is a lot of painting as an illustrator. Fortunately, I'm only tired and bored for a short period before the inspiration is back and I'm full of new ideas and techniques I want to try. Okay, so here's my finished painting. I'm very happy with it. It's the best one I've done so far, and I'm already thinking about what I'm gonna do next. But for now, I hope you enjoy this video. Hopefully you learned something. I don't know. I'm just putting this out there because there's so few YouTube videos showing how people paint. I would be very interested to see other other artists showing their work, their process. But the few ones I know of, I subscribe to and I watch them. If you like this video, please thumbs up and let me know in the comments. And if I get enough feedback, I feel encouraged to show you another painting process again. So that's it for me. Thank you. Please subscribe if you want to do that. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.